we discussed a little bit about James Gunn's DCU in the past, and it's very exciting. The shooting has begun right now, somewhere in the world, most likely according to this report, Norway. They're filming, and we're getting a sense of a little bit of updates from James Gunn as to what to expect in terms of the tone and the feel from a few tidbits coming through. And as the filming continues, we'll get a bit more. And the update is that they are filming currently in Norway. Now, the Superman logo, the emblem on the new suit was revealed last week, and we got a good chance to look at what that looks like. And one of the details of this was that there was a bit of snow on the symbol, on the edges of the frame of the picture. A lot of people were saying, well, are we going to see the Fortress of Solitude in the Superman film? This seems to be kind of hinting towards that. And a lot of speculation around that. And James Gunn, via Google Translate, through this article that was written in Norway, seems to have confirmed that. And this is essentially what that article had to say. So he says, we filmed the first scenes, which is when Superman flees to the ice fortress. So that's interesting straight away. Superman flees to the ice fortress. I don't know if this is kind of a Chinglish, Norwegian Google Translate thing with fleas, but for him to be escaping to this place makes it seem as though something's chasing him, or he's escaping some kind of emotional, physical danger. We're looking for a location that was beautiful and known to be like being out in the Arctic, and therefore looked at multiple locations in the world. But there were a lot of things that sold Svalbard to us above the other places. For one, it is the natural beauty, but also that you find a varied landscape here that you don't find at other places. The nature gives it a special feeling. Right, so this is the set shot. This is the set photo of where they're shooting, and you definitely get a sense of this being a place where you could see the Fortress of Solitude existing. It's nice to see this seemingly confirmed. I think a lot of people, the Fortress of Solitude wasn't really much of a feature in the Man of Steel and Batman v Superman films, and especially not in the way that we've kind of come to know them in the comics and the movies before. So it will be really cool to see that reimagined, and getting him to connect with his ancestors and his father and his family to kind of find out how to manage and deal with this Kryptonian heritage he has. I love it that the one thing that I really love about this is there's a lot of CGI these days. There's a lot of, especially in superhero films, and especially in big franchises like Star Wars and Marvel and whatever it might be. But I really appreciate that they really thought about where they would be filming in location across the world, finding a place that really fitted well, not just, oh, let's find a snowy landscape. Let's find a snowy, varied landscape that adds a bit of texture and feel and mood to the film. It's something that I can appreciate with James Gunn, and he's kind of spoken about how they are just super prepared for this film. They've got everything planned meticulously. And I really appreciate how the weight of this is really on his shoulders. And we've discussed this before about how important Superman, the film, is. This film has to blow people out of the water. It might not necessarily be a big money maker. I hope it is. I hope it makes a lot of money. But you're trying to convert a lot of really disenfranchised DC fans and general audiences to convince them, hey, there's a reason to come back. So this adds a little bit to the reality of this is actually filming, and also kind of gives you a sense as to what we might be seeing as well with the Fortress of Solitude, and this being the first scene they're shooting. So it's just a great little update, and awesome to kind of look at. What do you guys think about this? Do you think that it's a good idea to film in Norway? Do you like Norway? Never been there in my life. And does it give you some excitement knowing that the Fortress of Solitude is likely going to appear in this film? Leave your comments and thoughts down below.